Hi guys, Thread here. Soon we'll have one more imaginary character and a sweet healer. So keep an eye out for why Luocha is a must pull. To understand the actual value of Luocha, I need to explain his kit first. Let's start with his skill and why he is so broken. Using his skill, an ally is healed based on his attack. Yeah, he's an attack scaling healer. But in addition to the heal, Luocha gains 1 stack of Abyss Flower. I'll explain this a little bit later. However, this skill also has a passive effect. If any of his allies has less than 50% health, this skill is automatically triggered, without costing any skill points, and being on cooldown until Luocha acts twice. Pay close attention, I'm not saying 2 turns, I'm saying until he performs 2 actions. If he has the right amount of speed, this skill can have a cooldown less than 2 turns. Especially in the late game, where there is a high need to increase your DPS while keeping your team safe, this is so helpful. It allows healing without costing any skill point and allowing Luocha to continue attacking and granting more damage while passively recovering your team. For his ultimate, you have an attack that hits all opponents, but at the same time removing 1 buff from each enemy. And for each buff removed, Luocha receives 1 stack of Abyss Flower. Finally, let's talk about his talent and address what it is an Abyss Flower. When Luocha has 3 stacks of Abyss Flower, he'll activate a field for a set amount of turns. When one of his allies attack when the field is active, they'll recover health scaling with Luocha's attack. Finally, his technique, Mercy of a Fool. It activates the field at the beginning of the battle. So Luocha basically makes your team berserkers. They'll deal insane amount of damage while continuously healing themselves. For compositions, Luocha will fit best on teams that are extremely offensive and consume a lot of skill points. Since with Luocha on your team, everyone will be constantly healing, but at the same time they can focus on attacking. Also, with a character that doesn't consume skill points, your damage dealer can spend them all. An example of this composition is anyone that has Zillow. Since she can attack multiple times per turn, she's constantly consuming skill points. Well, should you pull Luocha? Before getting into the reasons why you should, it's worth mentioning that if you're not interested in the late game content, put together a composition that is fun for you. And don't focus so much on optimization. However, if you have in mind reaching the end of Memory of Chaos, in this case, it is vital to assess your team. Do you have enough healers or sustain for both your teams? If you don't have a Bailu or a Gepard, Luocha will be a great healer and slightly increase your DPS for those more difficult levels. In this case, without a doubt, pull for him. That's it guys. Now, what do you think about Luocha? And don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. See ya!